All right, this video is for numbers 20 and 21 from the Chapter 8, Section 1 review. These are some of the ones that usually have more questions than others, so we'll go ahead and talk about them right now. Number 20 says, write the polynomial equation in standard form that has roots at 2, 5i, and negative 5i. So since it has 3 roots there, we know that this is a cubic. So the best way to approach this here, you can turn them into factors, or you can do 2 of them together, which I would do the 5i and the negative 5i. Treat those roots first, and then deal with the 2 afterward. But you can't do sums and products with 3 things here and like add them all together and make it work. Okay, you can do it with 2 of them, but you can't do it with 3. So as we look at this, if I said here, all right, well, I have a root at x equals 2, I have one at x equals 5i, and x equals negative 5i. I'm going to start out with these two, and I'm going to use the sums and products method to go ahead and multiply these and turn them into a polynomial. We know the sum of 5i and negative 5i is 0. And when I multiply those together, I get negative 25i squared, which ends up being 25. So altogether, what we're looking at right now is this would be the expression x squared. I don't need to put like plus or minus 0x because it, 0 is what it is. And then I have plus 25. So I'm going to treat that like it's a factor. And then when I look here at x equals 2, if I treat that as a factor, that would have come from x minus 2. And now I'm going to take these 2 factors and I'm just going to multiply them together. Right? I'm going to just use an area model. Got x squared plus 25, and I've got x minus 2, so this would be an x to the third, minus 2x squared. This would be a 25x, and this would be a negative 50. So as we take it and we put it all together here in standard form, it would be y equals x to the third. We have minus 2x squared, plus 25x, minus 50. And that should be our answer. Number 21 says, write the cubic function that has a real root at 3 and a complex root at 7i. It says, what is the third root? So remember, if this one is cubic, excuse me, if this is cubic, it has to have 3 roots. And complex roots always come in pairs. So right now, I know that x equals 3 and x equals 7i, then I also know there has to be a negative 7i. And now you can do pretty much what you did with the other one, right? So I'm going to do sums and products because it's quick. The sum of those 2 is 0. The product is going to be negative 49i squared, which simplifies to positive 49. So we're looking at x squared plus 49 as one of my factors. The x equals 3 will just become x minus 3. And let's just do exactly what we did on the previous problem and multiply our 2 factors together. So we've got x squared plus 49, and we've got x minus 3. So this is x to the third minus 3x squared plus 49x. And then, what is that, negative 147? And let's just put it all together. Y equals x to the third minus 3x squared plus 49x minus 147. There you go. If you have additional questions about these ones, please make sure you reach out. And do know there are other ways to kind of approach some of these, but these are the ones that I feel like we've practiced that and you might be more comfortable with.